Hey, what's up? I'm Natalie.
What's good? It's Denzil.
Brandon Hill.
Yo, it's your boy Young Bass Prince, aka Soup Facts.
This is the least favorite podcast.
Episode 3.
This.
Boom.
Episode 3. And we got my cousin. Got some new faces here. Got my cousin. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hello everybody. Soup, aka Young Bass Prince. You know what it is.
And his co-host on his podcast.
Yeah, my name is Brandon. That's real Brandon _Hill. Follow me on Instagram and subscribe to Hill X Network on YouTube.
What's the name of your podcast?
ERP, which stands for Extraordinary Regular People.
Okay.
So, cuz like, before we get into it, like, explain your nickname, cause I think
which one? The Soup one?
Yeah, the Soup.
Well, the Soup nickname started in college. I played college football, so my freshman year, the head coach came up with the nickname because my last name is Campbell, so he started calling me Soup. Then the whole team started calling me Soup. At first I didn't like it, but then, I kind of grew into it because everybody showed me respect and love, and then it just became a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What college you went to?
Anna Maria College. That's in Massachusetts.
Okay.
Near Worcester.
You dormed, right?
Mm-hmm.
How you liked it?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
That's why you're a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
Part of it.
That's crazy.
I was a Patriots fan before I went to college, but I enjoyed the dorming. I wish I did more fun. I wish I went out more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like 2 years of my college life per se, I was in a relationship, so yeah.
So alright, so me and Natalie was having a conversation, right? Like we always do.
Yeah.
And she spotted something in what I say to her on a daily. Not on a daily, but like I say it
Often.
Putting little in front of certain things. So it's like,
oh, your little drink.
yeah. I think one time I seen her post like a workout or something that she was doing. I was like, oh, okay, I seen your little workout in your story.
And
she
it's
was
like, why gotta be little? Like, why can't it just be a workout?
So explain, like, how are you taking that? Like, what's?
I feel like guys use the little when they talk about girl things.
That's not true.
It seems like
you're taking it to
you're
heart.
demeaning it. Like it's not as intense, but it's like you're bringing down what I'm doing. Because if you were talking to a guy, you wouldn't use that word.
I don't know. I don't know him personally.
Use it on guy. So if a guy told you that, like, oh, your little whatever, or your little podcast, how would you take it?
I wouldn't take it to heart. I would be like, yeah, but like, where's your podcast?
You see, but right, you're not taking it to heart, but you hit him with that. It's like, if you're not taking it to heart, why would you say that to him?
Nah, I would say it because that's how, like, me and my friends, that's how we joke, talk shit.
So it depends on the person, like how you take it.
You guys do that too, or no? Like, do you do it?
I haven't really said it myself, but I know people who have said it.
So, but do you?
If
Like,
somebody said it to me,
do you get why she feels that way?
I could understand why, because the context of it, I could understand why.
Okay.
But I just feel like you're taking it to heart. Like, you shouldn't take it.
So I was gonna say, like, all right, how old are you?
I'm 22.
I just turned 24.
Oh yeah.
Kobe year.
Yay, happy birthday.
Happy belated. His birthday was when? Like
December 17th.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Just turned 24.
24.
Kobe year.
I feel old.
Please. We feel old.
No, but
I'm 28.
yeah, same.
So I'm the youngest here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
As always.
it's all good. It's just a number.
How did y'all two meet?
That's funny as shit.
That expecting that reaction.
Story too.
Yo, so there was this girl, right? Her name was.
Hold on. On a dating app.
Nah. It wasn't a dating app for me.
This the last
We'll
time we
bleep
gonna
it.
say
No,
her
we'll
name.
bleep it. It's fine. We'll
Oh.
bleep it.
Cool.
We don't say names on this podcast.
Yeah. No unnecessary clout.
Alright, yeah. So cut her name out.
Yeah, we'll bleep it.
No,
Don't worry.
but you good.
You good.
So
Edit point.
she, we was talking, and we was just talking, and then one day I get a text, "Hey yo, I'm like, I was at first gonna say, yeah, that's what's up, but then I just like let her rock, and then I saw that he was looking for her, so I said, oh, you know, and then I knew automatically she gave him.
And you don't even know who he is. You just seen the text come through your phone.
I just saw the text. Yeah, I just saw the text
So
come to my
she
phone.
gave him your number.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I asked for her number.
Yeah. she was playing both of us.
Basically.
Yeah.
But look how that turned out.
Yeah, but it worked out for me.
Wait, so how did the conversation go after that?
Also, I hit him up. He was like, I said, yo, he's like, it's not. And then we was going back and forth like, oh, we put 2 and 2 together. So basically, he wanted to try and get back at her, whatever.
Yeah.
But I blew her spot up. So basically, I dubbed her, he dubbed her, and we started talking about like different dating apps and just different things.
But I would like to set the record straight. I wasn't there for dating. I was there for business, and I was just looking for people to work with and connect with.
Well, for me, I was there for dating because I was in the hospital this year for my transplant for my cancer that I had, and I was getting back to the world. So I just go on a few apps to see.
Bro, my boy be cancer,
Be cancer, we here.
Yes.
Cancer.
Yes.
Jordan, yeah.
So I was trying to see what was up.
Wow. So how long have y'all known each other?
Maybe like 2 or 3 months. I was gonna say.
Like 2 months.
2
Oh
months.
wow. Fairly new. So how did y'all decide to like start a podcast together?
I told him about the equipment that I had. He told me his dream and what he wanted to do. And I thought it was like a great idea. Like I needed people to work with. My YouTube ain't shit. And like, and then I said, okay, so this could be finally something that I can feel like I owned and I created.
Mm-hmm.
Not just me, but like it's always gonna be like a group collection.
Mm-hmm.
But like it could be something that I could say, yo, I helped make this. I'm not filming somebody else's shit. This is something that I created.
This is your product.
Yeah,
Right.
this is my product.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same.
So I was like, okay, so this is a great. And then like after the first episode, I loved it, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this.
Because I wanted to start a podcast too, but once I found out he had the equipment, and then he said we could start ASAP, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking more of next year, but if I could start now, I might as well start now.
Yeah.
So alright, so y'all a little younger than us, but what music did y'all like grow up like listening to? Like, what's the first song what's the first song you could really like remember listening to and you say like, yo, I really like this?
So to answer this question, I have to start with a little backstory. So I grew up in a Christian household, like heavily Christian household, and I didn't really listen to any hip hop or anything. But I knew I didn't like gospel. But it was like, but the first person I started really listening to was Kanye.
Who?
Kanye.
Okay.
And I grew up like I had this Walkman from the 80s. My mom wasn't buying me no nothing or anything. I had this Walkman from the 80s, and I would just listen to like Hot 97 and Power 105.
Right.
And
The fact that you're 22 and you know what a Walkman is.
For real,
Yeah.
that's great.
That's an achievement.
That's awesome.
What about you, Kat?
Well, my dad's Jamaican, my mom is Trinidadian. That's how we're related.
Feel me?
But my dad used to play a lot of reggae, dancehall growing up, so I started listening to that, and then when we was in our car sometimes, Hot 97, Power 105.1 with the hip hop, and then friends in school introduced me to certain people in the rap game, hip hop, and then just growing up, I think more towards gangster rap and hip hop. I still listen to dancehall, Free Vibes Cartel, World
So
Boss.
we right here. Am I right?
Yeah.
Me and dance hall?
Yeah. She
Continue.
listens to that more than I do.
I really
Yeah.
do.
What about you?
So for me and my dad really put me onto music
Okay.
And my dad listens to like the old school R&B, Barry White, the
Okay.
Stylistics,
Okay.
the OJs, the Temptations. So I got into all of that. And then my sister and I are 8 years apart. So she always was listening to reggae and R&B. So like all the old school R&B and then like Biggie, Mace.
Okay.
So I got into that. So like the first couple of albums I started listening to was like Salt and Pepper. And then a lot of Eminem for some reason.
Yeah.
A lot of Eminem.
Because Eminem, when we were younger, he was
it.
He was on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you couldn't touch M. You know what I'm
And it's
saying?
like now no one even talks about Eminem.
Yeah. And he's still rapping at that rate, if not better.
Yeah.
But the times that we're in right now, is just not appreciated.
Yeah, so definitely
But
my father and my sister influenced me.
Now, like your father, my father, all this nigga would play is 70s rap, and that shit.
70s rap? Like
70s,
Like
old
Sugar
shit,
Hill
like,
Gang, like hip hop.
Yeah.
My dad loves that song.
That's all he listens
I
to.
can get jiggy with that.
What? That's
I don't mind
classic.
80s
You
rap.
know, and
I don't mind 80s rap.
80s rap, yeah, that's cool, but what he's talking about right there, that's
like
before me.
he was playing children's story.
Yeah, see.
And
Slick Rick?
yeah, so great, yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, because he didn't like modern
That's
music.
That's what they would call like where hip hop started. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for me personally, I think my shit was kind of like yours. It's like all over the place. Like, I got a Trinidadian base, so like I was raised there. So like, a lot of the music I was listening to was like soca, calypso, reggae, and stuff like that. But once I came back here, my pops, he listens to nothing but rap. He was listening to Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Straight.
I love 90s rap.
Yeah,
I
straight,
love 90s
straight
rap.
New
Like-
York hip hop, boom bap. Like that's all he was
Nas?
listening to. Yeah,
Okay.
Nas. He was more like a whole fan.
Did you ever listen to Big L?
Big L.
Nah.
Big L.
Favorite rapper, rest in
This-
peace.
But you know who Big L is.
I know who Big
Okay.
L is, but I just I never got into his stuff.
Wow.
It's one of my idols.
I'm
He's
aware.
nice.
I'm aware of his talent and everything,
Yeah.
but I just never got into his stuff.
Like, the second album that I bought was The Chronic.
See, that's where I was going next. Like,
Yeah.
once I started snooping into like my father's like CDs and stuff, I found The Chronic and I found like America's Most Wanted, two of America's Most Wanted.
Ice Cube.
Yeah, and like I started listening to Pac and like Snoop and all that.
Yeah, I would say to my friends the first time I heard The Chronic, I was like, oh, yo, y'all know about this shit? And it was like, yo, that's that old shit, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
But like,
But see, my pops, he had that stuff in his stash, but he never really listened to it. He would listen to it just to catch a vibe, but that wasn't really his. He was just New York to the core. You know what I'm saying? That's all he knew.
Yeah, I
So
like
that's kind of like where I got my hip hop influence from. Since we're talking about music, right? Like, how do y'all listen to music? Do y'all listen to music just to catch a vibe? Do y'all listen to music to like to help you get through some shit, or like?
I listen to music 24/7. I mostly listen to music to think, come up with ideas, all of that. Like, just
Okay.
24/7. I just live in music.
Okay.
For me, it's catch a vibe and like, I like to hear like good lyrics, like bars. Because I grew up by listening to good bars.
Yeah.
Because I write music myself, so I like to have good bars.
Right.
Me, it's more about the production.
The beat, yeah.
The production, not even the beat, like even with the beat, but like it's the production. That's why I love Kanye so much, because he puts so much work and effort into the music that he makes, and you can hear like the work, like he put his heart and his soul into making it.
What's your favorite Kanye album?
My favorite, my Twisted.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like in our age group, I feel like that is gonna be our favorite, because that's what birthed a lot of what we listen to now. All that harmonizing and
No. I don't agree with
Speaking
you on
about-
that. I don't agree with you on that.
so where's all of that coming from then?
The album before that.
Is graduation?
No, not Graduation. After that.
What was that?
The one dedicated to Amber Rose.
That's my dark.
808?
No.
Oh,
808 and Heartbreak.
Heartbreak.
Yep, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
That's the,
Okay.
the
I thought
album.
that's the album y'all said. My
Wait,
fault.
that's the
Not my
album
fault.
that
That's the one with
created
the
Drake.
red, with the red
That
background.
album created Drake, and Drake is my
Yeah,
favorite artist.
Okay. Okay.
And that album created.
You got
There
that.
would be no Drake without 808s
You got
and
that. You
Heartbreak.
got that. You got
Right.
that.
Be careful, because they might come for you for that.
Nah, you could come for me all you want. I I know what I'm saying. I know what I say, and you cannot change my beliefs on that. You will not change my beliefs on
My
that.
man said he want all the smoke.
Honestly, alright, so when I was younger, I would feel like I was more like you, 24/7. I woke up, went to sleep, music all day. Now that I'm older, I'm good. Like, I only listen to music if I want to clean or cook or maybe drive, but I listen to podcasts now.
I'm not gonna lie.
But from okay, like go ahead.
I need it. I listen to it as much as I can, no matter what it is. Like I wouldn't necessarily set up a playlist, but like on Apple Music, they have like a radio setup where like you could just.
It goes like by what you're used to listening
Exactly.
to. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't do that.
And shit that's similar to it. So it's
I
just
need a
like,
playlist though.
I listen to different artists.
Me too, and that's what the Apple Radio does. It doesn't give you just what you listen to, but artists that's similar to it. So like at the same time, you hearing shit that you never heard before. So it's like I'm listening all the time. And now that we got wireless headphones, oh man, forget about it. Like
I enjoy.
I be at work just zoned out. Do y'all need music for sex? Like do y'all need it or do you or could you just do the silence? Sirens outside cars.
You should put on like Netflix, like a movie or something.
I was
Set the vibe in the background.
I'm not even watching the movie.
I need music. I would prefer music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like,
can't take like the slap noises and shit
the
like that.
silence, I don't know.
Nah, I can't do
it gotta be
silence.
some type of noise. Even if it's not music, like you
I
said,
just-
like a movie or something.
I just
like,
don't. I don't like music.
You know, like music?
No, I like music. I like music.
Like, yo, we
Wait,
gotta
wait,
scrap
wait.
everything we just said. What you just said.
I don't.
some 90s
I don't like no music during sex, bro.
You don't need it. It's not.
Not because
necessary.
I use music. I need music for other things because I'm a creative.
So what if she's playing music? Are you gonna like turn that off?
Yeah, turn that shit off.
For real?
Crazy.
Wow.
Trying to kill a mood. Nah.
What if she playing like
So
some?
I'm not gonna say turn that shit off because you know, like
What if she playing like some shit, like some Jeremiah?
I
Some
Sexy.
90s R&B.
Right.
I don't care. I don't like music.
Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
I mean,
I like music, but you know,
I don't care for it, but if it's on, it's on.
But you have your own association with music, so I
Yeah.
think that's.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm
But if
creative.
it's on,
I like
you
to
gotta have
write.
a set. My fault to cut you off. But you gotta have like a certain playlist set up.
Yeah, like
you
I'm not
can't-
listening to fucking what's the. Like what's drill music? I'm not listening
Yeah.
to that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
That's more for driving.
Right.
Yeah.
I had somebody get mad at me for not playing music or nothing like that. I don't do that shit.
Yeah. Weak.
She said,
It's not
she said I'm too aggressive and I'm too like.
You gotta make us feel comfortable playing music.
She's trying to make
It's a
love.
vibe,
She's trying to make love. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
here?
I'm not trying to make love. I'm just trying to fuck.
So
This man.
could you be alright? Could you be in a relationship with someone and the sex is whack?
Yeah,
Why?
because
Answer that quick.
no,
Right.
wait,
You
hold
need to
up.
think about it.
I mean, I don't want to incriminate myself, so I'm not gonna answer.
Well,
You gotta answer.
You answer
You gotta say
that.
names.
We need some context.
That's
You
all.
gotta say names.
That's all you need to know.
I say yes and no.
Damn.
Alright, so why yes? Yes.
Because as a man, you can make the sex better in terms of finding creative things to do or spice it up. And I say no because, you know, based on experience, high school days, being with a person who's not really good in bed is kind of a turn off.
So I'm gonna say at first when I heard this question, I was like, you know what? No, flat out no. But then I thought like,
Women, they can.
Because
you could
like,
always
that's the thing.
teach someone.
Exactly.
Like you
Yeah,
could teach
but-
someone how
We spoke about it.
you
Yeah,
want to be
spoke about it.
But
touched
you
or
see-
loved on or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not gonna be the same all the time. Like what you did to another girl or guy, they enjoyed it, but maybe the new person doesn't. So you probably were amazing with one person. They probably don't like it, but they can tell you like, all right, I don't like it like that, but maybe we could try something else.
Everybody had their likes and dislikes.
Yeah, because
But
if
you
it's
see,
worth it and you vibe with the person,
Maybe it's because I'm younger, or maybe it's because I'm Brandon, but like, I view relationships differently than like what y'all saying. So like,
Wait, we talking about relationships? Or we just talking about sex?
no, I'm
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about
talk-
relationships.
yeah,
Oh,
she
you
told-
was?
Yeah. Could you be in a relationship with someone?
Oh, that's right.
And I'm viewing relationships differently.
So,
So
what do you
I
mean?
don't see it as just sex. I see it as like building something.
Right. It's more than just sex.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Same.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
building something. So like, even if the sex is whack,
It's something to work on. It's just another thing to work on.
Yeah, you can make it better.
Okay.
How about you?
Me?
Yeah.
It depends. It really depends. Like being that. All right. If the person I'm dealing with is a younger female, it really depends.
how young we talking?
like your age. Like,
Oh, okay.
like 22,
Okay.
23, around that time. If I'm dealing with somebody around that age and she's not really that experienced,
You can teach her.
I could if I want to.
If she's worth it?
If she's worth it, I was gonna say like it depends how I feel about her. Cause not every 22-year-old female is the same. Like there's some 22-year females that's more advanced than I am at 28. So it's like it really depends on the girl and how I feel about her. But the average 22-year-old probably not, cause they're not on that type of time.
I feel you.
And I don't have the patience to even like put them on that type of time.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I really wanted to build with them.
Right.
If I'm just trying to, respectfully, as a guy, if I'm just trying to just get the kill, then I'm not gonna be thinking about putting her under the wing and like, you know what I'm saying, like working and building with her. You know
And
what
it's
I'm
like at 22, does she want the same things you want at that
saying?
moment?
Exactly.
She probably just wanna, date around.
Exactly. She's probably already doing that.
Right, so you're about to teach her all these tricks, and
For
then
what?
she might be done with you and
For
take
what?
all those tricks
For
to the next
what?
person.
I might just do the tricks for the fun of it, because that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the experience.
Yeah.
I feel that. But this is just me though. I can't speak for everybody.
Do y'all care about body count?
Oh, what's your...
I won't ask, but like, here's an analogy. Like, you got a cookie, right?
Okay.
And you approach a girl and you think of her like a cookie, right?
Think of
Do
the
you
girl
still-
as a cookie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you still want that cookie if everybody had a bite out of it?
Oh, I see.
I get what you're saying.
Okay, that's a good analogy.
Yeah.
You lost me for a little bit,
Yeah.
but we're here. We're
Yeah.
back.
You have to say all the chips away, I still want some.
But if it's like all of the bites out of the
We
cookie,
invite-
I don't want the cookie. If you took a bite out of the
That's
cookie,
your cookie.
and then hand me the cookie,
That's your cookie.
I don't want the cookie.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel
you bit out
But at
the
the
cookie.
same time, it's just like, yo,
Experience.
exactly. Like you don't want to like be with a chick, and it's just like
But
You have all the-
If I could be your first, I would want to be your first.
Nah.
I know a lot of guys who don't want to be the first.
yeah, I'm
Nah.
past that. I'm past that.
I'm at an age now I understand more.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the first.
To be honest, and that shit requires patience,
Exactly.
especially if you never did it before. That's patience that you never even used before, even tapped into, even used before.
For example, let's say if you have a girl who has 2 body counts versus a girl who has 20. Who's the better chance to have a better experience in bed?
But you see, it depends on how many times they had sex. Because what if with those 2 people, she had sex like over 100 times?
Yeah.
And then the person who had multiple, it was like 1 time with each guy.
Yeah.
And it was probably like 5.
And probably didn't even experiment shit. They was just probably just one position and done.
Yeah. It
That's
really
sad.
depends.
Out here just racking up bodies. Call of Duty out here just.
That'd be sad.
Yeah,
I
it be
stand by
like
what
that.
I said, bro.
What count is too high?
Yeah, what's too high for y'all?
Like if a girl said 50, is that
And
too
I'm not
much?
talking
At
about
what age?
We not talking about in the future or like in the past. We talking about right now in the
So
time
let's
that
say
we
you
live
meet a
in.
girl your age, and
Meet a
she's
girl
like,
tomorrow.
she's like, I had sex with 50 men.
50?
You see, here's the thing. I wouldn't say nothing.
You wouldn't want to know?
No,
No.
I don't ask.
But if she just told
You
you,
don't wanna know?
if she just told you, how would you feel about it?
It depends how she
I would get tight, but like I wouldn't say nothing.
Like listen, like yo, like what if she said like I'm really feeling you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we
I said,
can
okay.
we're really going somewhere. I feel like it's just out of respect for you. I just thought I'd let you know. Y'all be on dating apps?
Facts.
Yeah.
Catch me. Yo, I got. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm on like 8. Came out the hospital trying to find
Yeah,
myself. I'm like 8.
I'm gonna say every place
And I'm
that
testing
I'm
the
at.
waters.
I was at Bumble, Black People Meet,
Nah.
but then I left Black People Meet, and my shit got hacked too.
So, wait,
Somebody was using my picture and my
You
name.
ever use Hinge or anything like that?
I got Hinge. Hinge is kind of trash.
Tinder?
Huh?
What?
Tinder.
I got Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder. What's the other one? Badu.
OK Cupid.
No.
Chispa, which is for the Latina.
I'm dead. What?
Hey.
And how's that been so far?
Why?
You met some girls?
That's why. Chispa's why.
Yeah. No, all of them in general, I'm saying.
I'm over in-person kind of person, but because of
Yeah, I
COVID,
prefer in person.
COVID kind of prevented it.
Would y'all even want to know her body count?
Yeah, we never
No.
answered that. So you
No.
said no. How about you?
I don't care to know, but if she tells
You're
me.
not asking though at the beginning.
If she tells me, it's like you said before, 50.
Yeah.
It depends, like if it was a relationship or it was like flings going on.
What number is too high?
Okay, let's say if she's my age, 24, 23, 22. If it's like hundreds, that's different. I wouldn't really mess with her like that.
That's a lot.
That's a little steep. For 20 years of
100?
age.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
Like, when did you start, sure?
right.
Like middle school, dying and bopping.
Yeah, no.
What's too high for you?
See, it's different for me because I'm a girl. I'm already expecting guys to have a high number. And honestly, for me, I feel like if it happened before me, who cares? I don't
So-
care what happened.
So what if he has a low number?
I don't care.
Would you believe him?
I probably wouldn't believe him,
Wow.
honestly.
But what if like you got concrete proof, like, oh nah, yeah, he's.
It still wouldn't matter. If it's low, great. If it's high, doesn't matter. Like, it happened before me, as long as you're clean.
I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think from a girl's point of view, it depends how you perform in the bedroom. Like if you could.
Yeah, like if he's
Satisfied.
good, then I don't even care. Whatever you did before me, whatever. Like they not getting this now. I'm cutting it, so it's.
I'm gonna throw a wrench in it. Like,
Here
I
we
always
go.
do.
Always. Go ahead.
What if he slept with one of your friends? What if one of your friends was one of his body counts? And that's gonna go this way too. So, get your answers ready.
If he slept, all right. If they were in a relationship, I don't even think I would mess with him. If they were together.
Go ahead.
If it was just something that they were messing around,
I'm just saying,
and it's nothing
bro.
serious.
I don't
If
wanna
it was
waste
nothing serious, and she is like, go ahead, you can have him. I don't care. Then I wouldn't.
Even if like, what if they was just fucking around for like a year?
Yeah, I don't.
Don't matter.
Mm-mm.
As long as they weren't in a
That's the
relationship.
answer.
Yeah, as long as they weren't in a real committed relationship, I don't wanna, because she might be hurt, or he may
But-
still have feelings for her.
Okay.
I don't want to get caught up in that. But if it was nothing, fuck it.
Does it matter how long ago it was? Like,
No, it has to be some time in between. I think
like what if it's like 6 months ago?
that's too soon.
Too soon.
That's
6
too
months.
Soon. 6 months is too
You
soon.
probably still hitting it, right?
Probably.
I'm
Like it's
weak.
still fresh. There's probably still something there. But if it
6
was like
months?
years,
6 months is a long time though.
I don't know. 6 months is nothing.
Half a year.
That's nothing to me. Like that's quick.
Okay.
That's just me. How
What
about you guys?
Brandon?
Out of respect, no. Off limits. Out of respect. Because you see, before I was an asshole and like didn't see nothing wrong with that, and then somebody explained to me like, why would you do that? I still like her.
Yeah, you see, they still have feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I was like, alright. So out of respect, alright.
I mean, if it's a friend, it depends if they were serious or not. If it wasn't serious, then
So if
And also, how well are you friends?
right.
I think if it's like my best friend, no.
Yeah.
But if it's a girl that we're like cool, I say hi to her, we probably spoke a couple times.
Like an
We're not really,
associate?
like an associate, then I'm like, fuck that bitch.
Makes sense.
I don't owe no loyalty to her and she owes none to me.
okay.
How about you?
So which question? The one like if
Do both then. So like a girl mess with one of your friends.
she messed with one of my friends, I ain't gonna front, it's a dub.
Okay.
It's a dub. Because now, I mean,
Respect you for that.
But what if you could do a better job than your friend?
huh?
See,
What if
me,
you
What
do
if you have
Not
better
even
intentions
me,
for this
me.
girl?
This is why. This is my point. This is my point. I feel like it's a dub because like I trust my friends, but like I don't trust them enough in that sense.
I
Where
feel you.
like you had this before me. Not to make it sound like possessive or anything, like, but you slept with this girl. Y'all had whatever relations y'all had before me. That shit could spill over. God forbid, like you said, like if he still got feelings, and me and her is flourishing, and we growing, we engaged or whatever the case is. I don't know what this dude's intentions is.
If it was a serious relationship, I feel like I wouldn't pursue it. If it was like a little fling, then I might pursue it.
I don't know. I just feel like I just don't want anything like lingering. Like I feel like it's gonna be in the back of my mind.
I feel you.
Cause if I hit, I ain't gonna front. If I met a chick and I hit one of her friends, which probably is not likely, I would tell her like, listen, if we getting serious, like, and if I see if we hanging out and the friend is there and shit, I'm gonna say something like, yo, I slept with such and such. How do you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and if she could, and if I feel like if she could respect me enough to say that and still fuck with me, then that shows me a whole level of maturity and just that, like maturity on her behalf. You know what I'm
You
saying?
see,
Like,
I value my friendship.
I don't know, it's just me.
I value all of my friendships.
Yeah, me too.
I value them, and I value them too much to just disrespect the person
Yeah.
like that. I can't do that. That's
My friends would never get in between of what I got.
and I know it wouldn't happen to me. Like if it was the opposite, the person's not going to do that to me. So
Yeah.
why should I do that to them?
Right. Don't get me wrong, I'm not just gonna like just cut her off. Like I'll just, we'll try to work it out or something. But like me, preferably, I just wouldn't. Knowing that you fucked with my man's, like, nah, it don't matter how long. It could have been a year from today. Like it don't matter. That's just me personally.
If one of your friends did that to you though, would you still be cool? Would you be like, all right, go ahead, do you? Would you be understanding, or would you be mad at your friend for doing that?
If it
So
was,
like if your friend was to mess with a girl that you used to mess with, would you care? Would you be mad at him? Would you be looking at him like he?
It's the same. It depends on the relationship I have with the chick.
yeah, if I didn't take it serious, then I wouldn't care.
Yeah,
Okay.
same. I feel like men and women we're very much the same in a lot of stuff, but when it comes to the emotional part, that's where things get different.
I feel
You know what
that.
I'm saying? Like when it comes to the emotional and the ego part, that's where things get different.
How?
Because like men, we're gonna lead first with the ego. Y'all gonna lead first with emotion or how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? Like so. That's about it.
Go to drink if you want to set the wine.
She's that.
I don't want to drink.
Set the wine. If you want to set the mood, I'm lit.
Hold on, because he about to say something that I fuck with already. Go
All right,
ahead.
wait, hold on. Go to drink. Go.
I don't drink when it comes to sex. I don't drink. 'Cause I'm trying to focus.
No music, no drink.
I thought he was about to say something, but I spoke too soon. Like I'm like, damn.
I want her to
Okay,
drink.
it's going
Yeah,
somewhere.
you drink. You drink.
Okay.
Okay.
Me no drink. Cause
Okay.
I'm trying to focus, bro.
I
Okay.
like to be classy. I don't give her no Hennessy, no hard liquor. Start off with some wine. Get her nice and tipsy, comfortable. Yeah, nice red and white wine.
Okay, gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need tequila. So
Yeah,
I'll go
she's
straight to the
Straight
tequila.
to the hard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see me.
I like bourbon though.
Yeah.
I
You
fuck
got
with
it.
Me personally, I'm gonna find out what your preference is. I'm not gonna be worrying about what I'm not gonna just think like, oh, cause she's a girl, let me just give her wine. Like, nah, what you want? Henny? All right, cool. Get you Henny.
She from Brooklyn and she want Henny.
Yo, you'd be surprised. So you wanna go ahead? Go ahead, Sue.
Basically, on my podcast, ERP,
Right.
Extraordinary Regular People,
There you go.
my dad saw bonus content with me and my cousin. Basically, it was a situation where he posed a question saying, if a girl ate your ass while giving you head, would you let her continue or not? And in my answer, I said if she's giving some fire head and she go there, then I'm not gonna stop her. But afterwards, I'm gonna tell her, yo, chill, don't do that no more. But my dad was saying basically, why are we talking about stuff like that? People your age don't talk about stuff like that. I mentor them, but for me, it's like, or because on your job, right, the workplace, people don't talk about certain things. My age group doesn't mean when they're home with their friends, they don't talk about certain things that we all experience. So
There's definitely a difference in generations. Like there's just certain things that we just gotta accept that that we probably just won't see eye to eye on, and that's because of change.
Social media too.
Exactly, and that changes everything. Social media changes everything. You know what I'm saying? Like right before our eyes. So like.
Yeah, like I feel like with social media, we've normalized sex a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're more comfortable speaking about sex. Our parents didn't have that.
Exactly.
And back then, I feel like when women would try to come out and talk about sex, they were viewed a certain way.
Right.
And still kind of now, but not as much as it was back then.
Yeah.
So my mother right now seeing this, she'll have a heart attack.
Really.
Yeah, and especially that, even that I'm just a woman sitting with 3 men looks bad already. So it's just different.
That's crazy. I don't know. How y'all feel about that?
I could understand because, like with the social media thing, back in the day they didn't have that, so certain norms that was already going on for years was already like seemed normal.
Yeah.
But with our generation, we were more open about certain things, and I see that as a positive and negative because I feel like some things shouldn't be talked about, and some things should be talked about because.
Wait, what do you think shouldn't be talked about?
In terms of like sexual things for like young kids, that they have access to it.
I see where you're coming. I see where you're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you should be a certain age to listen to certain things.
Right.
Yeah.
The first time I was introduced to sex on the internet was middle school. My friends came over.
Late.
Went to
That's late.
late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was my fault, elementary.
I was in
kindergarten.
I was in third grade.
Kindergarten?
Yo,
Kindergarten.
this is what
Really?
dude told
We
me.
had the illegal cable box. So like the porn channel was there.
You have to just go up to the high.
I just had to go to like 90 something.
Yeah, that's usually.
And it
what's
was
up. But
there.
see, I got
all day.
introduced. All right, so I didn't go to elementary school. What age is elementary school?
That's 1 through kindergarten through 6.
Yeah.
In my school,
6.
6.
Yeah.
So I would say I got introduced. Okay, around the same age, probably like 6, 7, maybe 8. That's when I first seen like a porn, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
In elementary, girls was moving a certain way too. I had this girl who told me to look under the desk, and she had a skirt on, and she was showing me between her legs. But I don't know.
Yo, I didn't have any of these experiences.
Yeah.
I was super late, bro. I was super late. What are you thinking about over there? You look blanked out.
Nah. Wait, how old were you when that happened?
This was like 2nd, 3rd grade too.
Damn.
We was at lunch.
And we went to the same school, same elementary school.
Facts.
When the first time you seen a
PS224.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like, what is it?
The first time I saw, before I even had sex, like, you mean a person?
Yeah.
I was walking to Lehman to class. It was like 8 in the morning. And there was this like drunk crackhead on the block
His shit was just out.
and he was like, yeah, he was
Damn.
laughing to himself.
I'm sorry.
That was the first time
Yeah.
you seen one.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Before you even.
Because I
had
lost
sex.
I lost mine later on. So like I hadn't seen one in person, and that was my first experience, and I was like, wow,
From a crackhead.
nice and early, 8 in the morning on my way to school,
At the
like,
crack of ass.
yeah, that was crazy.
That's wild. That's crazy.
Man, you called it a glizzy though.
That's what the kids call it these days.
Glizzy no hot dogs.
Yeah. I feel about masturbating.
Take it back. I was 13. 8th grade. I'm a real nigga, so I'll talk about anything.
Do you remember who you was watching? Was it like a porn star?
I remember the first time.
Was it an amateur? Like what?
Yeah, when I was young, I didn't like watching older people because I was young. I felt
Hold on,
like
my
I
fault.
love the older people.
My fault. Let's start over here first.
Should I answer this?
Of course, because we're all gonna answer it.
All right, if I'm being honest, if I'm being really honest, no, I don't want to go first. I want to hear what you have to say.
You don't watch porn. That's what you about to say?
No, I'm not. Go first.
well, I was introduced to elementary, but
Damn.
I didn't like watching older people because I was still young. So I started watching hentai, which is cartoon porn.
Oh,
So
what you wanna watch? Oh, I have a question.
I started playing the games too.
That shit is fucking censored, bro.
Nah, not certain websites.
Oh, okay.
But you know, chill. Yeah, I started playing the games and stuff, but I didn't really start quote unquote masturbating until high school. I was like 13. You know, then I started watching older people and porn and stuff like that. A lot of testosterone growing up. So
I don't know, to be honest, masturbating isn't really something I really enjoy, to be honest. Like, I prefer real sex.
I think more guys do masturbating.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of a, I mean, I'm not against, whatever.
I disagree.
But I feel like I prefer real sex. Like, I want to feel someone and I want to have the whole experience. Like, masturbating to me is just like an empty kind of process for me. Like, I don't know.
But for some niggas, that shit wasn't an option, bro. Like,
What you mean?
it wasn't an option. Like, getting pussy wasn't an option.
Oh yeah, you gotta get it off. You gotta
Yeah.
get it off.
I think guys need it more.
You good?
Yeah.
In my opinion. But I know girls who like will do it every day.
Me too. Like I know girls
So
that.
that's why I'm not like the right girl. I feel like I'm not the right girl to ask that question.
The first time for me was like 10th
That's
grade.
just your opinion though. It's not necessarily.
No, yeah, it's not right or wrong, but
You said 10th grade?
Yeah, 10th grade. That was the first time I masturbated. It was on X videos. 10th grade. Yeah.
Shout out to X videos.
I'm over
Yeah.
Still going strong.
still going strong.
And I felt, I don't know, her name was a black girl, right?
Was she
And
a
then-
star or she was?
She was a porn star, but she was amateur. It was amateur.
Oh, amateur?
It was an ebony. Yeah.
Was it Rock and Shade?
No, it was. Nah, bro. It was. She was wearing like these. She was. I know what you talking about, bro. But like, she was wearing these fishnets, and it was talking. So I skipped the talking.
Oh man.
Don't we all skip the talk?
We don't ever
Like,
watch the
Who really
plot.
wants to look at the dialogue? Like,
No,
this
there
is
was
so
no plot to
compelling.
it.
What are they talking
This is
about?
There was
great.
no plot to it.
Let me see what was his pitch.
Thought-provoking.
And then I said, oh shit. And then I asked one of my friends, I said, yo, you ever tried this shit? He said, nah, I don't do that because that shit is against God. That shit is a sin.
Against God.
Yeah, that
Some
shit.
people really feel that.
Yeah, he said, that's a sin. I said, alright, fuck what you talking about.
Yeah, I feel like that shit is so natural because it's like
It helps relieve stress.
it's that and like I feel like I can't speak for women, but I feel like you have to know what makes you come. You have to know your body because how would you know how to make your lover make you climax if you don't know? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to be aware of that, and being aware of that comes with masturbation. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I feel like there's always like a negative connotation to sexual things when it comes to women. It's always something like they can't. Not to say that they can't masturbate, but it's like you're looked at a certain way if you masturbate, or like if you're promiscuous, if you like having sex, like you're looked at a certain way. When men, we feel the testosterone. All we want to do is have sex.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, I don't know. We need to kind of like change.
How much do y'all? Because you just made me think of something. How much foreplay do you feel like is necessary to get the girl ready?
That's a good one.
It's definitely important.
Because I actually read a book and I have the answer,
That's a
but I
good
want to. I want to see what y'all gonna
I
say.
think that's. Well, go ahead. I'm gonna go last.
I was gonna say it's important to make the girl feel comfortable. So I think the foreplay is definitely important.
How many minutes would you spend on foreplay?
And what are you doing? Like,
10, 20 minutes plus.
what are you doing?
20 minutes.
Just box.
Yeah.
What you doing? Just box Ian.
Me, my personal thing, I like to massage. So
That's part of foreplay.
yeah, I get out the baby oil, stuff like that, massage. Then I work my way into it.
Take
Then
notes, kids. Take notes.
take notes.
Yeah, don't
That's
just
my thing.
don't just be rushing into it. She's not gonna be ready.
Soup notes.
Super facts. Make her feel comfortable. But yeah, I was into the massage.
Foreplay is important. I agree with you, but like, here's the thing: I'm lazy, so
Can't be lazy.
Lazy, no music, no alcohol. Bet. What else?
You worrying about future vagina that you get. You just digging the hole deeper for yourself.
Right.
Jesus
Right.
Christ.
now here's the thing, bro.
This nigga said I'm lazy.
Nah, go ahead. Let his shit off.
Yeah,
Let me
finish.
explain
Train yourself,
myself.
big man.
Just clean that
Let
shit.
me explain myself. Like,
Go ahead.
I'm sort of lazy, so like, I don't feel like doing that shit. I'll do it, but I don't feel like it. But so
Okay.
whatever. I'm not gonna express that though.
Right, and he's entitled to that.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
How about you?
Oh, you gonna skip over you?
Not because I'm just not gonna answer.
Alright, well, for me, I feel like it's definitely important. What was the other question? The time?
How many minutes do you think it takes for a girl to be ready? Like,
To be honest, I don't really time myself. I'm gonna go until you asking me to put it in.
Okay.
That's usually what I do. I'll go to you ready till you're asking me like, yo, just till you're like pushing my head away, like mop this head.
I've been there before.
You know what I'm saying? Like where you're just asking me like, listen, like just go ahead, put it in. Like I'll go to that point. And if it's not getting there, then I'm gonna go when I feel.
It's 20 minutes of foreplay for a woman to be ready
Sounds about
for
right.
sex.
Sounds about right.
And foreplay is like what you say. It doesn't always have to be just like oral sex. It's kissing. It's kissing on the neck. It could be a massage.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like a stimulating conversation that could get her.
Sometimes
like,
it could be
you know
just
what I mean?
making out.
Yeah, making out.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's what you do before you start having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is.
And a lot of guys like to rush into it. Take your time.
There's
Yeah.
no rush. There's no rush. It's a marathon.
But to your point, like when some girls are like, oh, just like put it in. Sometimes it could be because you're whack and they just want to like. You could be whack at the foreplay and she's like, alright, just like put it in.
I know that. I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about scheduling sex? So like, let me just pose a scenario.
Like appointments?
Yeah, so like there was this situation, there was something out about, sister, Tia and Samara.
Yeah.
Great show.
So Tia and her husband, they're busy. They schedule sex. So throughout the week they have like certain days and times that they have sex with each other because they're too busy and they got kids.
Are they married?
They're married, yeah. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel like that takes away from like the spontaneity of sex or the passion of it?
No.
No.
I feel like at that point, if you have kids and you're married and you've been down the line, I feel like it makes sense to make time for your partner.
I feel like sex is a feeling. So like it really should just be whenever we feel, like whenever the moment comes up, that's it. I feel like scheduling takes out the passion of it. Like it's just kind of like a chore at that point. Like, all right, Tuesday, 6 o'clock. Like whether I want to or not, I have to do it because that's our time. That's our appointment. Like, and I have to mentally prepare. Like, what if I'm not in the mood that day? What if Tuesday was a really shitty day and I don't want to be bothered?
What if a situation where it's like late at night, you would text somebody like I was in advance, like, oh, come over at like 12 o'clock at night, type situation.
I feel like that's different. If I'm into the person, I feel like that's fine. That's fine.
I got a question. What y'all think about phone sex?
I've never done.
I've been there before in high school.
You never done phone sex?
High school.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird.
I feel like I would feel mad awkward. Like I wouldn't know what to say.
It's
like,
weird it was weird for me because I've never done it before, and the girl that I was talking to, she was fully into it, and I'm like, it's weird. Like, what am I supposed to say? And then she's like trying to tell me what to say, and I'm like, this is like, nah.
Y'all talking about talking?
Yeah,
what are you
I'm
talking about?
FaceTime.
FaceTime.
Oh.
I didn't have iPhone like in high school. For me, I was on the phone talking to whoever, long distance, phone sex stuff. So I learned from that, but what I do now, no.
I'm not really into it. I don't really care for it, to be honest.
Awkward.
Yeah, it kind of helped me talk to get her ready for certain things, but I feel like it's a waste of time as I get older.
I think it's easier to sext.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it on FaceTime though. No FaceTime, no phone. It's easier to text it, I think.
Text a little paragraph, stories.
I'm not gonna lie,
scenarios.
I'm not against it, but I'm not too crazy about sexting either. Cause
I have my fair share of it.
You can say all of these things through text.
And then in person?
In person,
right.
I'm not gonna lie, people just naturally disappoint me. So it's just like,
I feel you.
You doing all of this, I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to that, and if behind closed doors you're not matching what you was, all that energy you was typing, then I'm gonna look at you different.
At the same time, too.
And it may turn me off about you, like, yo, you're not even about your word, you know what I'm saying? Like, you said you was gonna do all these things, you ain't do nothing close to that.
I feel, but at the same time, it was high school, so a lot of times girls would say certain things behind the phone, but in person, they're not comfortable enough to go about those certain actions.
But here's the thing, in high school, I didn't know how to talk to a woman.
But you comfortable enough to say it, but you're not comfortable to do it?
Yeah, because you hiding behind your phone.
That's the thing. Like in high school,
you do know at some point after this conversation, we're gonna be in a room by ourselves, and I'm gonna be looking for you to do these things.
Yeah.
Right.
So Why say all these things if you're not even about that? At least tell me like, yo, you know, I'm not that experienced. At least it gives me an idea. Like, I'm not going in there with no expectations. Like, oh, she said this. Like, oh yeah, she about to take my soul. And you go there, you still got your soul.
Disappointed.
Damn, still got my soul.
Still got your soul.
Black.
Like, come on, bro. Like, you done got me all hyped, sent me all the water emojis, all types of shit. Like, come on, man. Like, what you did all that for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you all bark, no bite. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So, what can your partner do to turn you on if it's not sexting or phone sex? When you guys aren't physically together in that moment, what can they do?
I like pictures.
I like pictures too.
For me, I like pictures. I like little, like if you send me like a little, because if you're dealing with this person, there's gonna be certain insiders and shit that you have with this person.
Yeah.
So like, she may send a little something that we might have joked about that's like, you know, a little X-rated. She might text that or something like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, just something subtle like that, you know what I'm saying? Like pictures, something like that, or let me see.
Even like cute memes too.
Yeah, like
And something that's gonna have you on my mind throughout the day. You
To
know
set
what I mean?
the tone, to set the tone for when we actually come together.
Yeah, something flirty, not too much.
Yeah.
Have me thinking.
There's definitely
wondering.
sexual gifs out there, or gifs, however you pronounce that shit.
Gifs, yeah.
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 So, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do y'all feel if the person that y'all dealing with, like your spouse, like, how would y'all feel if like she posted like a sexy video or something on the gram?
Depends how sexy, but
And like she got like, you know, a lot of likes or praise for it. Like,
Are you gonna feel away?
are you gonna feel away? One, and would your answer change if she showed it to you first? Like if she showed you like, yo, babe, like here, I'm about to post this. Like, what you think? And then she posted. Like, would it matter? Like if she just posted it without showing you, or she just went and just posted it for the world? Like,
at the end of the day, if I'm with this person, right, and she showed it to me first, and I'm with this person, if she posted a picture on social media, but I'm the one that have access to her personal life, I'm not really gonna let it bother me. So that's one thing.
okay.
Yeah.
What about you as a female? Like, I mean, men
It's hard to
don't.
answer that. Yeah, 'cause
Men don't really post stuff like that.
But I
like,
posted sexy pictures without showing the person I was with.
what was the response?
It depends on, like, my first boyfriend would have been tight. Like, why are you posting that? Look at all the attention you're getting. I wouldn't even do that if I was in the relationship with him. But then I was with someone else who supported that. Like, he was like, if you want to take a picture and post that, that's you. That's your, express yourself. Like, feel free.
I also feel like too, a lot of guys are insecure. If you're dealing with one person and she posts pictures, if you're the only person that is like seeing her in your personal life, you shouldn't let certain things on social media affect your relationship.
I
What's
agree.
going on at home?
Yeah, because it's like if y'all together, y'all know what it is.
Right.
Social media don't change that.
Right.
That's true. That's true. I wouldn't feel no type of way. I would feel like, cause to be honest, y'all could admire it through your phone screens, but
I was just gonna say, you're the one who actually is
she's
dealing
coming
with it.
home to me at the end of the day,
Exactly.
or she's with me while she's posting this photo or this video. So like,
And honestly,
you
a lot
could,
of
you could
the-
say the same thing if you dated a porn star or some shit like that. She still come
I
home to
mean-
me. See,
That's different.
Bro,
That is different,
but- It's her job,
I ain't
though.
feeling that
it's
answer.
her job to be out here being sexual.
Would you date?
publicly.
Would
I
you
was
date
just
a
gonna say,
porn
would you
star?
date a porn star though?
I would.
Short term, not long term.
Date?
Not date, but like smash, yeah.
Short term, not long term.
Yeah, I would.
How about a stripper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But like he said, like just short term. Like it wouldn't be like long term. Like we not about to. I mean, unless I can't even say that, cause like what if some girls are just using stripping or whatever her hustle is just as a crutch to kind of like get the money that she need. That way she could do what she want. You know what I'm saying? Like so like. Yeah, so it's just like it depends on the female. Like if she doesn't plan on stripping 10 years down the line from the time that I met
It's
her.
usually an
then-
expiration date. Like nobody want to be 40 years old and still stripping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Exactly.
What's the difference between wifing a porn star and wifing a stripper?
There's no difference.
I say for me, well, porn stars like more of their job, so a lot of them probably don't receive the same pleasure as with an intimate person that they're dealing with versus somebody on the job.
You see?
I feel like with stripping is more like a teasing situation for
Yeah,
the
I see
moment at the
tease,
club.
But I feel like strippers are more attainable. Like porn star, what are the chances of you meeting a porn star? Unless you're somewhere in a public place where you're gonna meet public figures and shit. Like you're not just gonna see a porn star just randomly.
Just be like, yo,
in a
I
bar.
got a camera. I got opportunities.
Even
for you.
still, you gotta
can
know
open
that she's in that field. Unless she's just known like that and you just see her at a bar. Like, what are the chances of that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, I think like what you said, like porn stars, that's their job. I
Right.
think they're going into it, they're not really trying to, like you said, be intimate and
Yeah.
have that pleasurable experience.
it's just another business transaction for them.
Right, and it could, but it could be the same for strippers too, because I know strippers is teasing, right? But there are some strippers who, for that extra couple hundred or whatever, they
Yeah.
will have sex
Yeah.
with the men. So it's kind of, I don't know. I'm not gonna say prostitution, I think that's a step. Is that prostitution when they do that?
I
Or is
don't
that-
see it
is that
as
taking it
I
too
see, I
far?
see porn more as legal prostitution more so than stripping.
Than stripping.
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
I still find
if you
it
take
as-
away the camera, it's prostitution.
I still look at it as prostitution because it's like you're paying for this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
she would have never done it if you never paid her
Right.
extra.
I
You know
see.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Me, you never know, your boy is in the building. Follow me on Snapchat, IG Young Base Prince, YUNGBASAD Prince. If you can spell that, I'm everywhere. You know, this was a great episode. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
I would love
thank
to be
you.
back.
Thank
You know,
you.
great discussion. I'm always here for it. Open-minded. You know, I had a good time.
What you got to say now? For the ladies.
Please, for the men. Please your woman. All right, don't be lazy. Set the
Right.
mood. I need a drink and I want music. Okay? 20 minutes of foreplay. Thank you. Next. You heard it here.
So this is what I gotta say. Be patient. Like she said, take the time, please your woman or whoever you're with, whoever you're dealing with, take the time to please them because it's gonna benefit you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like what you put out is what you get back. You know what I'm saying? So if you pleasing her in the bedroom, regardless of any other, you know what I'm saying, like situations or whatever the case is, like, you know, just make sure you're doing what you're doing in the bedroom because she could never say anything about you if you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're doing what you're doing in the bedroom, she could never say anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just that. That's it on that.